for somebody, this sounds a little selfish. And I had a client that not too long ago found it very difficult. She, was so used to giving to her family, her children, her grandchildren, and we were talking about, the importance of, giving herself some time, and it became so challenging for her that she literally began crying because at the fear or the thought of giving or taking time away from her children. And that's not really the best way to think of it. We shouldn't think of it as taking time away from someone, but we should think about it as giving time to ourselves in order for us to be better to them when we do give them our time. So, it's important to know the importance of that. Excuse me. And so again, going back to my daughter, she spoke up in the class and she was saying how I wasn't necessarily the conventional parent. But she found it to be useful. If she came on the line now, she would be able to tell you how my example in her life has taught her to be balanced. She's not a parent, but she is a teacher of young children, and she is a member of a church, and she's a granddaughter, and she's a daughter, and she has learned. I've seen in her life how she's learned how to balance her life amongst all of her relationships. And that's important. And I'm grateful that she would say that, I had a lot to do with that. And so I am grateful. And I just say all of that to say that in the midst of amidst being all of the things that God has allowed me to be, she read my bio. Yes, I am a singer, I'm an actor, I'm an author, minister, a life coach. I've had the pleasure of sharing my gift with the world. I've traveled to over 15 countries within 5 years. I'm and I'm honored. I don't say that to toot my own horn. I just say that to say that you can have what it is that you desire to have in life and still be who you need to be to the people you need to be that to. Again, it just takes balance. I waited while, well, let me say it this way. While my daughter was in school, in grammar school and in high school, I wasn't sitting around waiting for her to graduate to think about what it is I wanted to do with my life. I was dream building. I thought about what I was going to do next. I knew that at some point she was going to go to college. My first work was to take care of her and make sure that she got to school and got to college. And the year that she went away to college, I started touring. And so I knew that my life would take a turn. Now, for some people, they're at home trying to figure out when their kids graduate or whatever, or they're trying to figure out what it is they're going to do. They're sitting twiddling their thumbs because they have this empty nest thing going on, this empty nest syndrome. And this is not to knock anyone that experiences that. I'm just here to encourage you that while you are giving your time to your family and giving your time to your children, find something, find a book, find something, a journal, if you will. I'm big on journaling. Start to write out your plans for your life. Start to write out your dreams and what it is that you desire to do. Again,